you ready? Key, are you ready? Bayou Diva, let them know that you're ready.
It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the ladies then. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. See what's poppin' in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hating, enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion, they love what they're doing. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.
What a doggone second time around. Ooh, Jesus.
Is it what? Second time around.
Better than the first time. Second time around. So that I can do.
I do it again, just as long as I'm with you.
Hey. Tell us we ain't got no music history with our old asses. Listen, ain't no shame. I ain't shame. I'm proud to be old as fuck. Okay.
Hey, there's a t-shirt. I'm a proud member of the old crew.
Please make that one.
Huh?
Along with I said, please make that one along with the other ones that I've suggested. Still got to send you money for some stuff.
Run the list.
Anyway, what's up, y'all? We are here live finally in the Ladies Den. We have been climbing up on the rough side of the mountain, trying to get in the den.
Facebook tried it.
Facebook had us running around talking about what you want, what you need, what you need,
right.
what you need,
what you need,
what you need, Metal. What's wrong?
What you need.
So we finally on one accord. So we are in here. Is your girl Lady K and
along with your girl Kiki.
Hey.
Cut them up.
Put them up, P. Got my shoulders.
Got my
shoulders out.
Shoulders.
Got my little shoulders.
And I got my this one. You like this one too. I don't know if you've ever seen this one.
What? I can't. What that say? Grits?
Uh-huh.
I can't see the bottom though.
Girls raised in the South.
Oh.
Cause you know they always say we thicker than cold.
Why you playing? You already know. You already know I need that one.
I've had this one for a minute, but
you've been holding out. You've been holding out. I'm a little perturbed right now.
It's okay. Just add it to the list.
You've been holding out.
Just add it to the list.
I want my letters to be black like this one. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
No
Sealed by Muttley.
Right. Muttley approved.
Yes, Muttley approved.
But yeah.
I need one of them.
Look, grits.
I need one of them, ma'am. I need one of them. Who watching? Hey, Joyce. What's up?
That's my Spark Plug. Where she at?
She in the comments.
Spark
She right
Plug, yo. What? How come I can't see the comments?
You gotta put it on your. I watch mine on my phone. You gotta click comments right up there. Right
I did.
under
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Spark Plug.
Yep. So
roll, Shaggy.
since we starting all over, how was your day?
I'm glad that it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it wasn't. I mean, it was okay. It's crazy. It was another crazy day, but hey, I made it through. Because you know what I'm saying. By the grace, as they say, by the grace of God.
By the grace of God.
How was your day? 3 hours behind us.
I know, man. Listen, it's been a day. It's been a day. I'm pretty much in your work category right now, where you walk in and you like, I got the skills, basic skills to do what you asking, and then when they start, but it's this and then this, and you got to remember this and then this, and you go, okay, all right, I got it,
right. Cricket. Cricket.
I got it. Yeah. But I mean, you know, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a little bit longer to grasp everything like I need, because I need to be a subject matter expert, basically. And it's gonna be a minute before I get there, but I'm slowly. I had to put all the stuff, organize it in a way that I could look at it and remember it and get there. I'm gonna get there, dang it.
Okay, so since you saying that, I'm gonna get there too. We're gonna get we have no choice.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
choice, I ain't coming back yet. Not till they tell me I got to go. Listen, right now. Yeah. Until they kick me out.
Oh yeah.
Keep cutting them extra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me hold some.
I'm gonna learn. Hey, listen, we'll talk.
Let me hold some.
We'll talk.
So what you drinking on today?
I'm so glad you asked.
Because you know, as you damn, it's been that type of day for real.
Listen, I have my Austin, Texas Tito's gluten-free handmade vodka.
Right.
Baby, that Michelob Ultra. Listen, let me tell you, I ain't gonna put God in this. Let me tell you how stuff works. One of my colleagues got pulled off to another assignment, which means when that happens with us, we have to pack everything up to move.
Wow.
In their refrigerator, they had 12 of these.
Oh.
And said, hey, I don't know if you drink or not, but I said, thank you. Appreciate
it. Say less.
Say less.
Say less.
Yeah. So it's going to be this. Wait, how do we do it? We do it's a shot. I already got it poured. Shot of Tito's, followed with a chase with that. So let me go on and just.
Well, I'm going to just put my little Snapple apple back over to the side. Oh. I won't just put my little Snapple apple to the side, baby.
No, keep the Snapple apple. What are we doing with the Snapple apple? It's just the Snapple apple of mixed.
Not a damn thing.
Well, that's fine. Snapple apple is fine. It's refreshing. It's healthy. It's a little healthier than what I'm drinking right now.
No, I want to be where you are.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. So yeah. So yes. Mm-hmm.
Drinks up. Den dwellers, what you she done turn the can around.
So yeah, Denzel, who out there? Joyce, what you over there sipping on? You sipping on some drink, some water, some juice like Kiki. Anyway, so what we gonna talk about today, child? Because
that
one of them days we gonna talk about Diddy. Take that means a whole different thing, don't it?
There's a whole new meaning to take that.
Gives a whole new meaning to take that. Yeah. Joyce says she's drinking on strawberry lemonade. That sounds good.
I like this. I mean, I'm with the strawberry lemonade.
That sounds really good. Put that in some ice or something.
Yeah. On some vodka, with some Tito's. Yeah. Everything's good with Tito's.
That is true. Now I do have some lemonade in the refrigerator.
Oh God!
That I started to put in this, but I was like, if I'm chasing it with this, I don't need to put no lemonade in it.
You gonna defeat the purpose.
That's something I can do later.
What about that bridge?
Oh my God!
They said they pulled up one of the trucks and it had two of the workers in it.
Because they did say that the workers they ran when everything started happening to get out of the way. You know what I mean? So the ones that made it, the two that made it, like they dove off, and that's how they were able to.
How can you explain that? You know,
you can't.
So okay,
it was just a crazy
bridge, accident. Right? So was the ship supposed to be going that way?
They were supposed to be going that way, but they lost power.
Right.
So they weren't able to correct. They weren't able to correct the steering.
Right. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Because that bridge, there was not a drawbridge.
No.
So at what point were they supposed to be going underneath the bridge?
Yeah, there's like an area. There's an area that that they go under. That all the boats go under. But where they hit it, they hit basically the main post.
Yeah.
That was the main support.
Yes.
So that's why everything just crumbled.
But where did the video come from? Was it like an eye in the sky or something? Because the way the videos that they were posting, you could actually see the accident as it in live time as it was happening.
Really?
Yeah,
I hadn't seen those. Let me see what I can.
Yes, it was. I mean, it was in live time, and that thing crumbled like a piece of paper. I mean,
because where they hit it, it was just the precise point where that's what would happen.
Yeah,
if you hit that particular pole.
Because the video, because my coworker we had saw it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Joyce. Because when the way it was posted, you could see the bridge, you could see cars like flying, like passing by. It was like because it was 12:30 in the morning, so it was pitch black, dark out there. The only lights were like the city lights. And then that's the daytime. It was that's just but they, like I said, they were showing it in live time. I don't know if if they've taken those videos down or what.
You know what? They may have. Let me see what this does.
Because I'm like, how was that able to be reported? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. course, there's an advertisement. Jesus. Okay. All right. Can we skip
Can
it?
you put in there live coverage of the bridge?
The bridge in Baltimore collapsed overnight when a container ship leaving the port of Baltimore lost power and crashed into one of the columns supporting the bridge, causing
that's another look
to come down into the water.
Look at that.
So we know that there were at least 8 people, construction workers, filling potholes on the bridge at the time of the collapse. Of them, 2 have been rescued from the water, and the other 6 we believe are unaccounted for. Authorities did say they were able to stop traffic to the bridge when they received notification about the ship losing power, and so they believe that likely saved many lives. They haven't given us specifics about how many or whether there actually were vehicles on the bridge when it collapsed. The port of Baltimore is closed. It is a major shipping port on the East Coast. The bridge, of course, also remains closed, which will inevitably cause traffic problems in the area. But for the moment, authorities say they are focusing on the search and rescue efforts to try to find anyone who might be still in the water.
Yeah.
Man, and they said at one point that there were
of the 72 centers designated by the National Cancer,
some boats stuck in there.
Stuck in where?
They were still stuck in the port. Because of the way that it collapsed. That the boats were still, they were getting ready to, waiting to leave. So they can't. Because everything is blocking.
Like you said, that's literally a freak accident.
It was. And the fact that, like she mentioned, the fact that they were able to radio ahead and say, hey, we've lost power. This is the direction we're heading into. Make sure you stop traffic on the bridge.
A whole lot of lives.
Yeah.
Because
except
again,
they still have those workers that were doing the potholes.
Because again, like you say, that video that we was looking at, you could see, I think it might have been like 2 or 3 cars that were like flying by. So you don't know whether or not, you know what I'm saying? They were like, they could see it coming and they were trying to get the hell off that bridge. You know what I'm saying? What, you don't know what that was, because they was like zoom, zoom, zoom. And then all of a sudden you see that hit and then the thing fell like paper. It just crumbled.
That's crazy. Trying to see if I can find it.
Yeah, that was just awful. And I think somebody said it was like 50 feet down or something.
Okay, I think I found it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna play? You don't want to play with us?
So you don't want to play?
You don't want to do it?
This is the shocking moment the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapses after being hit by a huge container ship. As videos emerge online from live streams and passers-by, CNN has looked into exactly what happened. The ship in question is Dali, a 984-foot Singaporean container ship that was heading to Colombo, Sri Lanka, with 2 pilots on board, the ship's management company says. Using Marine Traffic, a public ship tracking platform, we identified Dali, the ship, as it set off at midnight 50 a.m. in the morning. It follows a straight path towards the bridge until 1:26 a.m. when it starts veering off course. Shortly after it crashes, rescue boats can be seen rushing to the scene. We match this route to what we see in the live stream. Shortly before it veers off course at 1:24 a.m., we see the ship's lights going out before coming back on.
That's when the lights went out.
At 1:25 a.m., we see large plumes of smoke coming from the ship. Then the lights go out again at 1:26 a.m. it indicates a power failure. The crew on board did notify authorities of a power issue, according to the governor of Maryland. Just before
See the
the bridge
car? See it?
was seen on the bridge, but as the Mayday call goes out, luckily the traffic stops before further tragedy hits. Still, as the search for survivors continues, Baltimore City Fire Department have since confirmed that their sonar have detected vehicles in the water.
Both sides, everything.
The ship had in fact crashed before. The Port of Antwerp in Belgium tells CNN back in 2016, when it was manoeuvring out of a port, it crashed. The report said it suffered damages in the stern and transom. Now, with official investigations beginning, the question will be whether mechanical or human error caused this terrible tragedy. Katie Pugliese, CNN, London.
Wow. So if it had crashed before,
exactly,
why was it still in the water?
Right.
Picking up and dropping off stuff. That don't make no sense. That almost reminds me of how it is when the truckers are trying to get from A to Z, you know, and stay on schedule or whatever, and they get tired or whatever. Not to say that the captain of this ship got tired, but if you already crashed and your boat was already damaged to some extent, why are you still in the water? Why are you
exactly
leaving trying to get to the next spot? You need to be getting prepared.
And the thing, and what be crazy is nobody has heard about that story until now.
Until now.
So had this never happened, we would have never known that this same barge has been in an accident before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes people losing. Why take people losing their lives? Or this big, you know what I'm saying, this big fiasco for that to come out.
For the story to come out.
Yeah.
They be trying to hide stuff.
Right. Was done in the dark.
What? What you say there, girl?
Comes to the light.
Wow.
Sooner or later. It's gonna come out.
Listen. Yes, exactly. That's it exactly. But
speaking of what's done in the dark.
Oh,
take that.
Oh. Well.
See, people. See, people people was talking about Cat Williams, that he was crazy and he didn't know what he was talking about. And
Jaguar.
Jaguar, right. Yeah. Cat said, this is the year of truth.
That's what he said. Matter of fact, let me Look, let me see if I can.
Where him at?
Let me see if I can find him again.
But they was like, yeah, they say he do. I guess he didn't lie by reading all them books, huh? He's smart. Very smart. Very intelligent.
Well, first let's let's look at this real quick.
My throat.
Yeah.
So this is the new.
Skip.
The Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation. Let's go live to Stu Mandel up in Skyfox right now for more.
That's a lot of damn house.
And it's 3 of them.
It's 3 of them.
1, 2, 3.
All right, there you see Skyfox overhead of this home where, again, we are seeing Department of Homeland Security investigators in a this home now. Let's go to Haley Winslow, who's live on the ground right there. Haley, what do we know?
Yeah, Haley, what do we know?
Sandra, this is going to turn into a huge scene that is going to be an all-day thing, and it involves, yes, P. Diddy. The home is actually registered to Bad Boy Films, which is a division of Bad Boy Entertainment, basically his company, and the home's registered to that and to his daughter. Now, from Sky Fox 2 up there, he got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say.
Wait a minute.
10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats. And law enforcement on the other side of those bushes basically is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters. Now, we are hearing from law enforcement sources that this involves sex trafficking, but we don't yet know to what extent or the details about that. But you better believe we will be on this all day, keeping you updated with the very latest. For now, reporting live here on the scene in Holmby Hills, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox News.
Haley, thank you. And you can see from that ground shot a very active scene right there, a perimeter put up already.
Nope, just these the guys on the ground down there, the heavily armed officers that made their way inside. They actually are kind of just milling about or holding the perimeter, as it would be. The non-essential, you can see them making their way back over to these armored vehicles, probably doing a little debrief about what they saw. In any type of these situations, it really is, you've got these armored officers that go in first, but I would venture to say the investigators or the people that know what they're looking for probably still out there on the streets, and they're waiting for that all clear to make sure that there is absolutely nobody on this property. And again, this is just a precaution. They don't want to have any kind of issues. Maybe somebody's hiding still, maybe just scared, and it doesn't have to be nefarious, and just because they don't know what's going on, and they just don't want to have somebody pop out of a closet or a bathroom or any one of these rooms while they're doing that investigation, and then other problems can ensue. So that's basically why we're seeing that large presence. They keep walking through there.
Look at that statue. What the hell is that?
Extremely large home, and probably with many rooms and little secret areas. So they want to make sure that everything is cleared before they allow those investigators in to start doing that investigation, whatever it is that they're looking for. But you can see a number of those officers making their way back into that this is the big main house, as it would be, making their way back inside. And I would venture to say that they're going to just go through every one of those rooms and make sure that there is nobody in there. I don't think they're those guys that we're seeing, guys and gals that we're seeing in those heavily armored gear and equipment. I don't think they're actually searching for any items that could connect whatever the investigation is. I would venture to say that those are going to be the guys that you're seeing right there, and they're waiting for that all clear. And then this group that you see there, those are the ones that are actually going to go inside. They probably have, like you said, they probably have ideas what they're looking for, where they might be. So, but right now it is still a waiting game to make sure that everybody is out of this building.
Look at that.
And that it is secure for the investigators to make their way in and actually start that search.
And we should mention, thank you, Stu, that if this is in fact involving a sex trafficking investigation, we do know that according to Diddy's attorneys and the rapper himself, he has denied any wrongdoing in any of all this. So there are two sides, of course, to this as this all plays out. But it is interesting that these raids happening at the same time. According to TMZ, a raid of his Miami home is happening right now, as well as now we're looking at the live pictures of what's going on in Holmby Hills at this mansion right here, all connected to Sean Combs. So again, until we find out further word as to what exactly they're searching for and why, we continue to look at the procedures taking place regarding this raid that's being conducted by Homeland Security. You have support from local law enforcement officials as well. We saw from the ground shots, you see multiple agencies
Two
there.
different
A
locations.
part of all of this, and they have a number of resources on hand with a drone flying up top, as well as they had ladders taking a closer look at certain parts of the property. And so they are looking at every nook and cranny they need to in terms of why they're investigating this home and property. So clearly this is going to take a while. And as Haley mentioned, with her shot down on the ground right there, more people are coming to your area, Haley.
Yeah, I would say it's mostly media at this point. We were the first ones here on scene, but yeah, since there's probably a dozen different media agencies. Yeah, it looks like his homes on both coasts are being raided. We still have not gotten word on exactly where P. Diddy is, if he is in fact in New York right now or in Los Angeles. And of course, yeah, we haven't seen him here in Holmby Hills. This is right off of Sunset and Beverly Glen. And it all unfolded, I'd say, about 30 minutes ago. They're at his home here. They're also at his home in Miami. Of course, it's a little bit calmer, I would say, than it was about 20 minutes ago when it all happened. The guns that were drawn earlier have been since put away. Looks like they just put away their drone. They're doing a thorough job of checking the home for any kind of details that they can come up with related to these allegations against sex trafficking. As you said, Sandra, there's several lawsuits against him for these allegations, all of which he has denied.
Yeah.
So we will have to wait and see. Of course, and everybody's interested in the details of what how he's connected to these latest allegations.
And from your vantage
we'll bring
point,
the very latest. I'm sorry.
Yeah, from your vantage point, Haley, does it look like some authorities are leaving the scene right now? They're done, or not? Is that not the case?
No.
Okay. Well, listen. Yeah. So that's happening, but looks like we didn't have somebody. Look.
Enter in the room. Come.
To that Diddy situation, earlier when I was out, Ryan Cameron had a lawyer on the show who is actually dealing with this case. And she said that it's a bunch of people out there afraid right now. The guy, what's his name? Ricky Jones or somebody Jones, whatever his name is, the guy who's actually doing the lawsuit about Puff right now. What's his name? Ricky Jones. His last name is Jones. I forget his first name, but he who's doing this lawsuit against Diddy right now, that's why all this other stuff is coming out. And what she said shocked the hell out of me, because she said, Ryan asked her, where did it all go wrong? And she said, it all went wrong with Cassie. When she did her lawsuit, that's when everybody started coming out the woodworks. But she said, Cassie should have got more than $100 million from the evidence that they have of Diddy doing some of the things that he did to her. She said she should have gotten way more than $100 million. So this guy Jones, whatever, I think he said Ricky or something like that, whatever his first name is, but the Jones guy who has the lawsuit against him now, he is in connection with some guy, she called his name, who is Diddy's videographer. So Diddy likes to be photographed, and he likes videos of everything that he's doing. So this man has over, she said, 1,200 hours of stuff on Diddy and people who are involved. So Ryan asked her, should people be scared? And she said, anybody who had anything to do with Diddy and everything going on, they need to be very afraid. They need to be very afraid. And on top of that, she also said Diddy has cameras in every room in his house. So if for no other charges, he's going to be charged with taping people without their knowledge. So Ryan had asked her about the NDAs. So Ryan asked her about the NDAs because Diddy have everybody sign an NDA. So she said, if it's anything that happened, okay, if they signed an NDA and it's something that happened that wasn't criminal, it cannot be used in court. But if it's something that happened that was criminal, then they can use whatever it is, and the NDA is null and void. But this man has over 1,200 hours of video, and she said she was so disgusted by seeing some of the things that she saw and some of these big name people out here who's involved. So not only is Diddy going down, but they got some big time celebrities out there that y'all gonna be seeing real soon that's going down with him.
Well, that's the one thing that every now and then I watch the clips. I follow Joe Budden and his podcast, and they were talking about this, and he was saying basically the same thing. He was like, I've been to all three of those homes. I've been to the parties that happened at all three of those homes. I know who was in there. He was like, and one thing that I'm very surprised about is the people that were there, A-list of the A-list of the A-list celebrities. He was like, I'm surprised everybody's quiet. He was like, but because I know what has happened at some of those places, some of those parties, I'm not surprised that they're quiet because, like you mentioned, it's cameras everywhere. And if you were there and you didn't go there just to party, hang out, and then leave, stayed for the extracurricular stuff, you on camera somewhere.
Yeah, and she was saying she don't understand.
About to get called out.
Yeah, she was saying she don't understand why he felt like, but he was just that type of person. She said he wanted everything videoed. So he had cameras in all of those rooms. So however many people that was in those rooms and got filmed, that's not part of the NDA. So he's going to be charged for every person that was in that room that was filmed without their knowledge. And she said in some of the videos, she's seen some of it because she's working with this case and she's able to say everything she said. She said some of the videos will make you throw up. It will make you sick of the stomach as some of the things that was caught on these videos. So I want to see. She said they're going to be releasing parts at a time. They're going to be releasing parts at a time, videos at a time, as they go throughout the case. But he's the one, and all the evidence that he has, oh my God. So he got with the videographer. So this Jones guy and the videographer got together. And the videographer was able to give him additional footage from what he had. And some of the things, even on his video, she said would make you sick of the stomach. But she still feels like, she said Cassie should have got way more than 100 million for the stuff that she saw on video that he did to this woman. She should have got way more than $100 million. But this Jones guy, he ain't stopping at 100 million. He want everything he can get from him, and he might as well get it because Puffy gonna be locked up. Him and a whole bunch. She say it's a list, and what she said was in his lawsuit, he's not naming names, but she gave an example. So, for example, instead of naming a name, she said this particular person had a successful residency in Las Vegas and had an absolute wonderful halftime show. Who y'all think she's talking about? Usher. So he didn't give names. He described them in a way that people would know who it is. So that was his description of Usher in the lawsuit.
But Usher was also a victim, has been a victim of his since the beginning. That's coming in. He was a victim.
But coming in, he was a victim. But later on down the line, you know what you're doing, victim or not. For a grown man, only way I could see that is if they diagnose him with some type of mental something.
But when you've been subjected to that kind of stuff, it becomes mental.
Well, that's what's wrong with R. Kelly.
It becomes mental, because you can be as talented as, like you just mentioned, that Robert Kelly, because he's extremely talented. He's amazing, but he's mental.
Yeah, he never got help for his issues.
Exactly. So, and for what I don't know, it popped up or that interview that Usher had when he was talking about like back in when he first started, him and Justin Timberlake.
I'm trying to see who else.
Not Justin Timberlake, but Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, Puffy did all of them. And that's why Usher's mom grabbed him back up and was like, nope, I got it.
Yeah.
But it was too late because he had already done the damage.
Right. But like she said, he didn't name names. He described them and certain things. So you automatically knew who it was, like TD Jakes, like he's a famous pastor and he has his own church. And so that's what he put. He didn't put names. So in the lawsuit, he described people because he didn't want to put the names. I wish I could go back. I'm going to see if I can go to 107.5 and pull up that interview. But so she didn't name nobody's name. She described them. Huh? What'd you say?
Say less.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, 107.5 is on today with the lawyer about Diddy's case. But he described people. He didn't put names in there. But the description, like she said, is so vivid. Once you read the description, you're going to know who they're talking about.
Right.
But that's to keep that. I mean, that was a smart move.
That's to keep him from
the slander. That's
to keep him from having retaliation, really. Like, why you naming my name in your lawsuit, or whatever. Right. But this is what he witnessed.
And the defamation of character, that's so, I mean, he went about he went about the smart way. Like I said, that's just like playing, what's the game, charades or whatever, when you know what I'm saying, you want somebody to guess what it is that you're doing. And, that's what charades. That's what he played. He played a whole game of charades.
And I just couldn't believe all the stuff she was saying. Like she was like, Cassie needed way more than $100 million because the things that.
Well, that's probably why it was considered a settlement. He settled.
And she described that too about the settlement offer and how it works with. The lawyers communicate when it's a settlement. Like she went through all of that. I don't remember everything she said, but she was like, so the lawyers communicate to keep everything from going to court. So that's what happened with Cassie. But the lawyers communicate and the defendant and the other person, they don't communicate. It's just through the lawyers and it's not through court. Right. So they kind of settle like that, and that's what Cassie did with him. But she talked about how anybody else, because Diddy has a bunch more lawsuits coming behind Mr. Jones. So she was saying that she just explained how it will go with a settlement as opposed if they decided, no, I want to take him to court and get more money or whatever the case might be. Because like she said, Cassie should have got more money, period. Now, I don't know if she would have got more money with the settlement because she could have asked for more money. The way she described the settlement as opposed to going to court or taking it to trial. So yeah. So I was like, well, I was listening. I was waiting for her to say some names. But like she said, he didn't name names. He described them, their career, what they're doing, what they got going on. So people will know who exactly that he's speaking of. And right now, nobody can find Diddy. So why y'all can't find him? Where he at?
He was just
Somebody got to know where he at.
He was at the house the other day, standing outside, walking around.
They just showed him in Miami.
Right.
So why they didn't arrest him though? You got all these charges, allegedly.
Then there you have it.
Allegedly.
Yeah, wait for me to push the button. I can't push the button. I cannot find the Ryan Cameron interview. Like, wait, let me go. You can't find it. I'm looking now. I'm looking. Keep talking.
What you're looking for?
Allegedly.
I know what you're looking for.
Allegedly.
There you go.
Allegedly.
There you go.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly.
But yeah, so I don't know what to say because this baffles me.
I'm not surprised because I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
But why? I don't understand why you go so long. Were you just infatuated with the lifestyle and the money? What, like, nobody, I don't care. And for those of them who really know me, knew I came up in that industry, dancing in the music industry, music videos, around the celebrities, living down the street from the celebrities. We hung out. So, but I was lucky and grateful that I was never propositioned for anything, or I never had to do anything to be in a video per se. I've never had that, but had that ever come my way, I would. Well, y'all think my mouth bad now. It was worse back then. So by the time I finished cussing them out, I wouldn't have been in the video, but they wouldn't have been getting nothing either. So I just don't understand what would make a person accept this, accept the abuse, accept money should not be all that to people. I mean, it is to some, but I don't understand because you can have the money and you still unhappy. You know how many millionaires
you have to check their surroundings, you have to check their background, you have to look into all of that because everybody don't come up. You know what I'm saying? You say you hung out with them, you were, you know what I'm saying, you were cool with them, you were this, you were that. So, you know, you could have been you can per se be like under protection. You know what I'm saying? They knew that, okay, this one we can't, we can't go this. You know what I'm saying? That's just like me having a whole bunch of cousins, and certain people know not to F with her or not to deal with her because of my people. So that's the same way. So, but you have to look at people's upbringing, their surroundings, where they come from, and if you have never had this before and you have an opportunity to come up, I mean, in the beginning, you're looking at the dollar signs, you're looking at the lifestyle, you're looking at all of this that you probably dreamed about, that you never thought in a million years that it would happen. But guess what? It was just served to you on a platter. Everything that you dreamed about, I'm giving it to you at a cost, but the cost didn't just come right out. I'm sure they didn't just say, I'm going to give you this, but right now, today, you got to do this, that, and the third. They got to feed you to get you in there. Once you get in there and get comfortable with it, you ain't finna let that. I'm saying you, as in generally speaking, that are caught up that way are not. They looking at this. I'm making this type of money, doing these type of things, and I'm doing a lot of the stuff that I've been dreaming about doing. And now you telling me that now we incorporate. Now you dangling the puppet and saying, now you got to do this in order to keep this lifestyle. Right. Now you got to do this in order to do that. And they looking like, well, what? I don't have nothing else. I don't know nothing else. What else am I supposed to do? And they get caught. They get caught. They get stuck in that lifestyle, and they figured, who's gonna believe me anyway? Ain't nobody gonna believe me. Who?
Wow.
Who
am I? I mean, but I don't want y'all to think I had it going on like that, because I didn't. I was raised with a single mother who was struggling like everybody else.
Some people have two-parent households. That don't have none. Some people are raised in two-parent households. They raised in the church. That ain't got nothing to do with it at all. Because at the end of the day, we're all our own people. Regardless of how we're raised, and it's like you said, that's a lifestyle that people dream about. Some of this stuff that people just dream about it, and they can make it look beautiful. That's like the predators preying on children. They know what they like. They know, you know what I'm saying? They know they like the video games. They like this. So they're going to be tuned in. They're watching. They're preying on them.
And it's easy to do, though. It's really easy to do because, you know, when I did the video with Master P and he flew us all to California, like everything. So I can see what you're saying. It's easy. I know I'm just a different breed, y'all. I'm crazy. So I don't know, but it can be easy to get caught up because everything was paid for. When I tell you, when we got to California, we were treated like queens. We wasn't treated like strippers because that's where they came and got us from, the strip club. But we weren't treated like that. I mean, he laid us out. He brought us clothes. We did. I mean, and he was really just a gentleman to the women that I was with in my crew that went to California to do this video. But for somebody who is, like you say, not used to certain things, and they see this, they're like, oh yeah, you know what? I want this. Because man, we just fly and they taking care of everything. And when I tell you, we didn't spend 1 cent of our money for nothing. If we wanted something different to eat from somebody else, P sent his people to get it. So, and when you see that and I can see how somebody get caught up in that, but getting caught up in that lifestyle is one thing and wanting that lifestyle is one thing. But when they start to get into the abusive part of it, then it's time to go, because
that's easier said than done.
Yeah, if somebody whipping your ass, you ain't gonna
leave. Again, you got people that stay in abusive relationships for years and years.
For years.
And we on the outside. We're on the outside saying, "Oh, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do." We can say that because it ain't happened. Or we can say, you know what? If this man lay his hands on me or whoever lay their hands on me, I'm going to lay them out. I'm going to do this and do that. But what if that shit come at you? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You ain't looking for it. So they're going to catch you off guard. So you looking like, so in an instant, that your instant react is not to put your dukes up. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he telling you I'm finna whoop you, then you like, okay, then let's go. We're going toe for toe.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're absolutely, y'all absolutely right. I just never thought about it that way because I'm different, y'all. I'm different.
You thinking about you.
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm a little different, so I understand where y'all coming from. I'm thinking about it on those terms now.
Yeah,
and you
different.
guys already know where I'm at with it because I saw the abuse, so I refused. Because we talked about that on the show before, so that's me.
All different.
That's me.
But see,
so
you
I refuse to let anybody do that.
Have some that have seen the abuse, and they still look at it as that's all they know.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas go ahead, Nisa.
No, I was gonna say you have to look at all the victims that Puffy has. They all start off as children. And then he takes them all the way into their adulthood. So he literally grooms them to the abuse from a very impressionable age. And that goes from the artists that we know of, the Ushers, who else would we talk? The Justin
Bieber.
And it's some others that we probably don't know right offhand that were a part of that. But then look at when he did Making the Band.
I was just gonna say Danity Kane, all of them.
All of them. They went through. He did the same thing.
They went through hell.
He did, and so it's like some folks, yes, they saw it and was like, nope, this ain't for me. Excuse me, check please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some folks was like, okay, but he said we gonna get XYZ amount and we gonna get this much publicity and it might not be that bad, and they stuck around. Ended up, however they ended up. We see what Cassie finally did. She finally got some money out of years of being there and being subjected to whatever she was subjected to, because we still don't really know.
We still don't really know. Other people have seen evidence, but we haven't. But to go back to what Kiki said, we can get off of Diddy for a minute and we can talk about Michel'le and how she felt because Dr. Dre abused her. And she said when she got into other relationships, she used to ask him, "You're not gonna be me?" Because that's what she thought a relationship was supposed to be. So I get what you're saying, Kiki. She used to ask her boyfriends, like, "You're not gonna hit me? You're not gonna beat me?" And she said that in an interview that she would literally ask them to beat her because that's what she thought being in a relationship was about.
Oh,
because he beat that girl for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Baby,
so when she finally got out, her mental was gone because she thought that being in a relationship mean your mate had to beat you.
Yeah.
And if they didn't beat you, they didn't love you.
Right.
And also it comes from how you were raised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I didn't have my mama. I had my daddy, and you know what I'm saying, the men people in my family. But one thing my daddy raised me, or how he raised me, is you don't take no ass whoopings. Yeah, and especially laying down. You feel me? So, and he says that to keep me out of trouble, do the right thing. Now, some of it, you know what I'm saying? And we've had that type of relationship to where I can go to my daddy and I can talk to him about any and everything. And when I say any and everything, I mean that. So it was, and again, everybody don't have that relationship with their families to where they can say, well, you know what, mom or dad, oh boy, black my eye, or you know what, and then they got that support. Yeah, I've always had support from my daddy on down to my brothers, my cousins. I know I can call, and that's how I know, because sometimes you have to think and be, because you don't want to get them in trouble. Because again, my daddy say, don't get me in trouble. So it's like, don't you put your hands on nobody. Don't allow them to put their hands on you. Now, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So all this play fighting and stuff like that, I didn't do that. The rest, okay, you and your boy, but we didn't play fight. We didn't do that hands up. And I didn't do that, because once you get that lick in, or once they do this and you start to flinch, they got you in a position to where that's fear. That's fear. So we can look, like I said, we can say it all day. I'm not gonna say, we can't never say what never. And that's just, we can always sit today and say, you know what, a man put his hands on me, that's the end of it. A man, but we at the end of the day, it's a lot of stuff that if you ain't never been in that situation,
right?
We us three right now, I ain't taking no ass whooping. Nisa say she ain't taking no ass whooping. We already know. You say I ain't taking no ass whooping.
Well, no, because I've said before, I'm not gonna say that a man or a woman that I'm dating will never hit me, but I guarantee you it's gonna be their last month in time.
But
they first and they last. Because you don't know what position a person is in. You don't know what they're thinking.
Absolutely.
And your reaction might not be as quick as theirs. But I ain't gonna never say that a man won't hit me
that's what I
or
just
woman.
and that's what I just
Yeah.
said. We
Yeah.
can you can say all day, I ain't gonna let nobody do this. But if they come at you, if they know you, if they know your mouth, if they know how you act, they're not gonna come to you straightforward because they already know you got this right here. And so they're gonna sneak you.
Yep.
They're gonna sneak you. That way they're gonna get that in, they're gonna keep you off guard, they're gonna catch you off guard.
Yeah.
So instantly, that's shock. So now you got to try to figure out how to respond because they done throwed you off.
Yeah.
So we again, we can make our mouth say anything, and not to say that abuse is not good ever. I can say what I want to allow. So I know if what I'm saying, we fighting. If this is going on, that's an issue. That's a problem. And either you're gonna get some help or you're gonna get me. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit there in it. As an adult now, what I'm saying, when you know better, you do better. But for the most part, for the most times, people when they showing them a different side, what I'm saying, that Maybelline or that all of that, they just sweep up under the rug until the rug starts standing up so high where you start over it.
That's all I'm saying. So when they do hit me, they better get moving because it's coming. It's coming.
I was gone, man. I was gone. So yeah. So and that goes, that goes the same with, what I'm saying, with in these different relationships or the Diddy situation. He had the control. He had what they wanted. He groomed them.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you really think that, first of all, he don't look smart enough to me. So do y'all really think that he was just the mastermind behind all of this? Or do you think that because if you don't follow these people and know and research, that he is a part of the Illuminati? So do you think it was them pushing him or being the head of what was going on so that they could have a hold over some of these people? Or do you guys think that this was all Diddy?
It has been said that there is a certain very, 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 very wealthy, clear person that is his go-to, that had all the control, and that he was basically just the mouthpiece. Now, here's the other thing I want to say about Diddy. Just if you follow his beginnings, he started out as an A&R rep.
Yep.
That's basically bottom of the musical totem pole in production, artist management world.
You're looking for artists. That's what A&R do. They look for artists.
Working for artists, right. He went from that to slowly stuff started happening, and then all of a sudden he was up here. So he was smart enough to get with the people that actually had the power.
Okay.
I say smart enough, but then at the same time, he had to also know that he was being used, because once the shit hits the fan, which is hitting the fan now, he would also be the target that law enforcement, all legal issues would go towards.
But I don't really think he's the one that target. I don't think that he's taking a fall, but he was the one in the act. So he had to know he was gonna be the person. So
that's what I mean.
My thing is, why would you? But And
the
it's
same
being
thing as his
said
victims. Same
it's
thing as his victims.
but it's being said that too, to get away from his victims for a minute. But it's being said too that the Kim Porter thing was because of him and the Illuminati. Allegedly.
I think she's no longer with us because she was about to just tell it all. And
in the book.
He didn't want that to happen. Yeah, but her, LB, who else was about to Heavy D? Like it's been some folks that were attached to him from the beginning, so they could tell the entire story. And they're no longer with us. LB is still here, thank God. But you know, I don't even know if he gonna still come forward with what he knows. Maybe he will now that this is going on.
But see, he'll come forward, but he probably we have to see what role did he play, because he might have played some role. But well, you know what I do?
Why?
I think he do, because he got on drugs. He was taking drugs. That's why they had that picture of him looking so sickly and bad. He was on drugs. And when you're intoxicated on drugs, who knows what kind of drugs he was on? Who knows what he was doing in that time frame that he was? So I wouldn't put it past him that he participated in some things, but probably not as much as Diddy.
I don't know, because look at how all of a sudden Kim was with Diddy and he was calling his son his son. I don't know.
But it's been like that since he started dating her. When he started dating Kim Porter, he automatically took on to LB Shore's son.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but I don't think that. Why would that play a part, though? Why you think that would play a part?
I just, when you in the industry and you have a whole #1 hit song that everybody is going around singing that you wrote for your son's mother, and then all of a sudden that son that's the spitting image of you is all up under Diddy after y'all were together. I think they were married. Wasn't they married?
Who?
Al and Kim? Albie and Kim?
Yeah.
Or were they just together right? That's your wife.
Allegedly, I don't know. I think they were married though.
I think I heard they were
but
married.
You gotta
and
think about this.
We walking around
with
singing,
Kim.
Huh?
He lived with Kim, the son. He lived with Kim. So when Kim got with Diddy, bam, he living in the house with her and Diddy.
Yeah.
So that's the reason like for him to get a little bit closer to the man that he's with every day, all day.
That was not if your father is playing not if your father is in your life, active. Not if your father is around, not if your father is active.
But do we have information saying that he wasn't close with his dad?
No, that's not what we're saying.
No, but what I'm saying is he could be close with his dad and still be close with Diddy. I don't see why it has to be a division.
I just feel like it's something else going on.
That's the division right there. I mean, because
of who Diddy is, I feel like it's something else that happened. Because he didn't do shit the right way.
Yeah,
he didn't do shit the right way.
It's extra.
And then all of a sudden he got, the kids with Kim. Like I know that's a little bit separate, but I just feel like it's something else. Because you ain't gonna be writing Forever My Lady and then all of a sudden she with Diddy. Like, it's just listen to the lyrics. That's a lot. That's a lot.
You know how many people wish that their exes were still with them? They write poems about them and stories about them. And I mean, but I don't know. I wouldn't look into that far. For me, I never did. When I found out he was dating Kim Porter and they moved in, and LB Shore's son was moved in the house with Diddy and Kim and their kids. Right. I didn't think more into it, but LB could have wrote that song because no matter, people feel like they feel. I feel like this today. V could leave me today or tomorrow. I don't give a damn. She gonna always love me. Period.
You gonna write a song?
I'm gonna write a goddamn song. She gonna always love me, and she could be with whoever she want, and them motherfuckers gonna know who I am. Period. But that don't mean that that lady's kids or whatever can't call the mom or whatever. Like my kids, I don't. Yeah, for me, I don't think the kids really didn't have nothing to do with it, in my opinion. But he could have wrote that song just because he still loved that woman.
And the kids are gonna be innocent. The children are gonna be innocent. The adults are gonna play on the children. So yes, when you got when you have two different households, and of course the child more than likely the child is gonna be with the mother, and the mama get with somebody else. Yes, okay. It ain't no problem with them being there and him having a relationship. That's not that's not the issue. That's not the problem. But if that daddy is active, if that daddy is a part of this child's life, then, and I'm not saying it's not pressure, nothing like that, but him calling the other one daddy and him doing, I think it's a little extra. And when you in this position, not saying that LB had money, LB had some things going on or whatever, but we talking about Diddy. So he could have been conniving. He could have been doing shit spitefully. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Regular people do stuff spitefully.
But do y'all feel like that because of what he's going through right now? Or do y'all feel like that without all of this stuff in mind about what?
Just period. It ain't got nothing to do with what. Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now. That's just
before this happened. I feel like that.
Yeah, that's just like how families are. You know what I'm saying? If we just regular people. But if you got a man that's, you feel that the man that you with now is more or better than your child's father, you know how this man is, and you know how this man is with his child. But you still gonna dangle this one over in the face. You gonna make it seem like y'all the perfect family, and my son this is his dad. And no, it's not.
That's not his daddy.
Don't do that, because he has a father. He has an active father. Now, the fact that this man is taking on a role because he has no choice, because if my man is gonna be with me, he's gonna be over with my children.
And that's just how I feel about it.
If they grow up, you're around long enough and he starts to call him dad or whatever the case may be, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you built that relationship, but know your place. Don't encourage that. Don't encourage that. Yeah, don't encourage that. And again, opinions are just like assholes. Yeah. Everybody got one. So that's just my opinion. I say don't encourage it. Let it happen. If the child decides to say, well, I got two daddies, or if the child decides to say, well, this my daddy, or he calls him dad.
But I'm just wondering why y'all feel like that, though. Why y'all don't feel like that could have been the situation?
But what's wrong with us feeling like that, though?
No, you can, but I'm saying, why you're not thinking that maybe that could have been the situation? Why the negative part?
Think that way, though. We don't. That's just an opinion. We don't have to think that way. You say it's okay for you to think that way, but why do you think that way? Because that's how I feel. And that's, like I said, that's general. They don't have to have all the money. That's just like, okay, so I'm gonna take me. Well, I don't know if I could say mine or not, because my mom is deceased, and my dad remarried. Okay, so for the longest, she was my stepmama. You see what I'm saying? And she was Gail. And I say that I called her by her name because her children didn't call her mama. Her boys, they didn't call her mama.
Really?
But they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just how it was. But we called her by her name. You see what I'm saying? Now that was a relationship that had to be built. My daddy never forced it. He didn't never say, call her, y'all gonna call her mama.
Right.
We didn't, it wasn't said because she had 2 boys, my daddy had 2 children. So it was never said that, hey, y'all gonna call him daddy. That was never said in the house.
Right.
You feel me? We knew we knew the position. So the older we got, the more we became family. She was still, in a sense, that's my stepmom, because like I said again, my mom is deceased. And because that's my dad's, well, I didn't acknowledge her as my dad's wife, but she's my stepmom.
Right.
But again, the maturity level, the growth, right now, that's mom. Right. I don't call her by her first name. I don't say that's my stepmama. I say that's mom, or that's my mom, because that's what she is to me. That's how she raised me, because we were in the house together. You see what I'm saying? So it's a build-up relationship.
But how we know that they didn't build that relationship?
That was the way it was that quick.
But he was there every day with Kim.
It don't matter.
I mean, everything.
It don't matter.
Like, I was sitting back, gaining all that knowledge.
Every day.
Okay.
Dallas.
What the hell?
Play whatever you want to play, baby. Just
what
looking
is
at
this?
my beautiful son. Boy, you's a beautiful Black king.
In June last year, Diddy's stepson Quincy Brown celebrated a milestone birthday and rang in another year around the sun in an epic fashion. The actor was the guest of honor at a star-studded Dirty 30th soiree held at a swanky Beverly Hills estate hosted by his rap mogul stepfather. In Diddy's household, partying, booze, and girls and men are the order of the day. And Quincy grew up in the full glare of his dad's epic party life, something that he claims ruined his childhood.
Baby, just let it go right before we get started. I know you're frustrated and that you're sick of love.
During Quincy's previous celebration, it was revealed that the birthday bash was like none other, with robots performing on trampolines, a dance-off with Chris Brown, food trucks, and a special video from The Rock. If there is one thing we have to give Diddy, then it has to be throwing parties. Quincy knows that he grew up under extraordinary circumstances. Speaking with people about the new Paramount Plus series Family Legacy, narrated by the rapper, who also appears with brothers Christian King Combs and Justin Dior Combs to talk about their dad, Sean Diddy Combs, the budding artist says witnessing the hard work his whole life has been inspiring. I think I've been a sponge and now I do so much, he tells of Diddy.
Okay, never mind.
What's wrong?
They got me with the title. I was like, oh, this answers it all. No, it don't.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
clickbait.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy. I wish I could have been one of them walls.
If you feel that it's your daddy and he's been that father figure, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it at all. Period.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, baby.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. Period. But it's just
y'all
like
know I'm always playing devil's advocate. Y'all know that.
It's just like you dangling shit over. You know what I'm saying? His dad. Diddy still. Well, take that. But, we had it was to a point where Diddy was he was up there. Al B was going through life was lifing for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he wasn't really out there like that. So of course, everybody with, you know what I'm saying, the children with Diddy and all. So yeah. That's my dad. That's my son. That's my son. That's my son. Well, you're gonna say that because that's your wife's. You know what I'm saying? That's your wife's child.
Right.
Yeah, you raised him. You probably hand raised him, but you know what I'm saying? You was raising him from a young type. So yeah, the relationship, the bond, all of that is understood.
Yep.
But I'm just saying it should not be forced as to say, you won't call him daddy.
And another thing, playing devil's advocate, if Al B knew what was going on, why did you not try to keep your son away from that?
Who's to say he knew
the claws were already? That was his mama. That was his mama for one.
He knew.
And you know, most children like to be with their moms. And then Diddy hadn't already stuck his claws in him.
Well, yeah.
And at that time, he had a lot of power.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He did.
At that moment in time, he had, as Scarface said, money and the power. Money and the power.
So again, he's young. He's influenced by all of this, the glamour. Oh my God. And you know, this. So I'm gonna stay with my mama and my you know, and my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I would be that. I'm going by my mama.
Yeah, you know, regardless, but you know, but I love you, son. I want you here with me. I want you, but you know, then it's, you know, now you playing on it and you don't want to upset the child. So you like, well, you know what? Okay.
So what is this niece of Cat Williams on Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly? He better not be talking about my husband, baby.
So glad you asked.
Big Deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen. Amen.
Shit.
Amen. Cheers.
I kind of get on there.
Right.
Me too.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Me too.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets.
Oh.
So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Cat because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work.
Okay. I just wanted him to say something, but this is the one that I was talking about earlier.
I'm talking about A-list of the A-list.
Hey.
Them last 2 or 3 puffy parties I've been to, A-list of the A-list. All sectors crossing, mingling, interjecting. So the silence of it is just riveting.
You really trying to? I think that.
Yes, nigga. If I see all of these people raiding all 3 homes, now I'm watching the news, and those are beautiful homes.
Yeah.
So, boy, nice to have a shot of the home look like that when the drones is up there.
Yeah. Right.
My first thought was, man, good times on some of the properties. That was my first thought. Because boy, was this some great parties.
And then what's the next one?
Damn, you made me forget.
Oh, you said good times on some of them properties. Was the next one like, could I have missed something while being there? Oh no, because I thought this.
Nope. Okay, I don't know what just happened. You're muted. There
Okay, so I was saying everybody loves a great party, right? I don't care who you are. You don't want to go to a party and it's boring. The music is bad. The food is bad and they ain't got no alcohol. So everybody loves a good party. But when a party turns into criminal activity, then something should be said and done. Period.
Yeah.
So
that's what he was talking about. Like, he's been at those parties, and that's what he did. He was there to party and have a good time, and then that was it. And he got up out. But you got folks that stayed, that were there beyond just have a good time and be out. And so, like, and it actually attaches back to what you were saying earlier, what the attorney was saying. It's a whole bunch of folks that's out there on camera because he had cameras everywhere. If you stayed for the...
He have eyes everywhere.
You stayed for the extracurricular activity. You can believe that you are on camera
with the pudding pop.
Well, and then the lawyer also said that some of them were aware of some of the things. They knew they were being videoed, but then some of the people had no idea that they were being videoed.
Well, you shouldn't have been doing
with all the people, she said there's her whole thing was to Ryan Cameron. There's a whole lot of people out there that need to be scared and afraid.
They are scared and afraid.
And they are
about them.
And
they are scared and afraid. That's they are scared.
You're talking about 1,200 hours of video. You know how much video, and that's just the one. That's just the video that he put in the lawsuit. That ain't all the videos that he's videoed for Diddy over the years. He's worked with Diddy. He only submitted 1,200 in the lawsuit.
But is that just one house? That's not all three?
It's from different events. They didn't say whether it was at different houses, but it's 1,200 hours from different events. So they had to be at different houses because he was Diddy's official videographer. So every time he gave a party, everything he did, this gentleman was there videoing.
Okay.
So no. I'm just waiting to see it all unfold. I want to see how many people gonna keep getting these million. He gave that girl $100 million. $100 million.
Because
that lady said she needed more than that from the stuff she saw.
Because of what he did. It's because of what he did. Like, seriously.
I want to know how many 100 million more he got to give out.
He got plenty of money. He got plenty of money.
Hey, I got plenty money. And it's not even him. It's coming because the reason Cassie got so much money, even though it should have been more, is because she hit the corporation.
Yeah.
She hit exactly. It's like hitting the wasp nest.
Yeah.
She took aim. She took aim with the bow and arrow, and she let loose, and it hit the yellow jacket, and she got plenty of money.
Yes, she got plenty. Well, I tell you one thing: if she invests right and do right, she'll never have to work another day in her life ever.
Ever.
Yeah. Wow.
For real. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well,
I have a special guest here with me.
Oh shoot! Wait a minute.
I have a special guest here with me. Let me.
We got
let me
people
see
in the house. Who in the house?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on.
Is that Mr. Lewis? Is that Mr. Lewis?
Yes, girl.
Oh Lord Jesus! Wait a minute. Mr. Lewis.
Yeah, come on this side.
In
Just for a second. Just for a hot second.
Jesus. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus.
Come on in. Come on in the room.
He got on yellow too. Come on, he got on yellow too.
Come on, don't knock that over now. Don't knock
he
that
got
over.
on yellow. He got on the yellow.
Knock that over now.
Come down some.
Come, you gotta bring it. Come on, a little further. There he is.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Brother, this is Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey,
Lewis.
I was over here trying to sleep. I heard y'all talking, but
oh Lord, you heard us.
No, ma'am. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. No, you're doing too much of me. Go ahead.
Okay.
Say your goodbye.
Nice
Bye,
y'all.
Daddy.
All right.
Daddy kind of fine now, girl. Looking good, Daddy.
Hey.
Don't do that.
Hey.
Hey, Mr.
Don't do
Lewis.
Okay, it's past. We way past our bedtime. We way. I got shit to do. I got early morning rising.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Home.
Oh, what's happening at home? You just need a breather, a breather.
Yeah, I need to see. You need a brother.
I meant to say a breather.
Yeah, I'm taking my daddy down there to see his children.
Oh, okay. Hey, Daddy. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop. Okay, well, you and Daddy have a safe trip. You have a safe trip.
What is you
Nisa,
over
did you
there,
go to the karaoke bar for your birthday?
I'm okay. On that note, I'm good.
Did the security man show up?
On that note, I'm signing off. I promise. If she Quana.
Okay, never mind then. Okay.
But Quana, what did I tell her? What did her big sister tell her? What did her big sister tell her?
Jesus.
Wait, I think you told her don't go or don't worry about it.
Okay, so what did her little big sister tell her? I said, don't do that shit. I said, don't go there. Didn't I tell her?
Don't go there. Mm-hmm.
What did I say? Didn't I say don't
you
do it?
did. You said that like three or four times.
I was aggressive with it too, right?
Very.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, so that's not good. Okay. So that means you went and you ain't listening and it wasn't good. Okay. All right. I got it.
Baby. That's a conversation, baby. That's a conversation for another time.
Ah, Jesus.
When the Japanese are on the video screen,
Korean.
okay, that's
Korean.
Koreans. Okay.
Same thing.
And
no,
that's
it's not the same thing. Stop
it is.
All right, you're right. You're right. We have Oriental rugs. They're not Oriental people. We have Oriental rugs. I'm not talking about nobody.
Don't do that.
I'm not. They were Koreans. Okay. Anyway, it don't matter because they was on the karaoke screen. Okay. On that note, where the outro music? Lady Bayou Diva, are you with me?
Now we got to have a meeting after this, so don't.
Lady K, are you ready?
I know she's ready.
We out, y'all. It's over.
Are you ready?
Just forget it. We ain't even gonna do it. Okay, good night. Goodbye. We love y'all. See y'all next week.
You got it locked into the ladies' den.